Hello and welcome back to the Magic Minds meditation sessions, live on Facebook, and we're live on Instagram again, thanks to my old pal Shane Kirkwood. Shane, you're a legend. How are we all doing? Happy Thursday. I'll bounce between cameras. Happy Thursday. How's your week going for you? How's your meditation going for you? How's your practice been? Have you been consistent? Has the 5x5 been of benefit to you? In fairness, mine has been consistent now. I done that 6 days, I missed the 7th day, and then I've been consistent after that. I'm also doing a pranayama course online, so I've been consistent with that. I'm 33 or 34% into it already, so that's great. Go me. Yeah, it's tough enough now to be consistent with it. I have to keep putting it into my diary. Who was in the house? Who's joining us? I have to have a look on Instagram. Who's that? That's Aaron. Aaron at Alzheimer's. Wait, well done, Aaron. What's the crack, pal? How are you doing? Who's over on Facebook? I just thought I'd come on and do a session tonight. Actually, I was inspired by a video I was watching on Facebook. Was it Facebook or Instagram maybe? And there was a girl saying that she was the worst meditator in the world. And I was like, Jesus, I think I won that title a few years ago, no? And it just reminded me really of the pressure that we put under ourselves when we meditate or when we take up a new practice. For me, what I was always focused on was the end game, the results, what it needed to be, what I was hoping to get from it, my expectations. I need to get this and it needs to be that, and it was all about calming my mind and all about the end product. And as you know, the more you resist and push with something, the harder it becomes. Think about trying to open the top of a bottle. That the harder you press, pull and twist, becomes impossible sometimes. Sometimes we just have to put it down and pick it back up when we're ready to go again. And I have found that with meditation. You sit down and you try focus your mind, you try stay calm, and then it's bouncing around. You're like, I can't do this, I'm shit at meditation, blah blah blah. Look, I can't even meditate. Look, everyone else can meditate, I can't. And then we get frustrated and we start self-sabotaging and catastrophizing ourselves. But what if we just went back to remembering that it's just a practice? If you want to go to the gym, you want to put on a bit of muscle, you have to go consistently. You have to work on your technique, lift the weights up, down, in, out, whatever. Consistently. You don't think about the end product, and then by the time, maybe a year, 2 years, and all of a sudden you're consistently at it and you've achieved your goal. But you have to keep going, practice. It's about the technique, and the same thing applies if you want to lose weight. You keep focusing on the weight loss, you got to turn up, you got to keep going, you got to get on the Stairmaster, you got to eat the food properly, blah blah. Practice like you did when you were a child and we took up cycling or kicking the ball against the wall. Repetitive, and we didn't really focus on the end result. And that's the same with this, and that's probably given me Mark Jeffrey podcast. How are you doing, pal? Lovely for joining us. Fair play to you, pal. And the same when we were kids, we didn't really focus on it. Everything was a game, everything was a practice, nothing was super serious. And the same applies to meditation or awareness. Thich Nhat Hanh, Jack Cornfield, all the spiritual leaders would say the same thing. Develop, a half smile in your practice. And just smile when you drift off and you lose yourself in a thought and you're meant to be breathing. Just smile and say, I'll just come back to me breath, like I did when I was a child. And it's not super serious. I won't give myself a hard time like I would my own kids or my friends. You just go, that's just the way it is. So within your practice, you can practice not judging yourself, and you just keep going at it, back to the technique, back to breath. And then all of a sudden you've got 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, and then all of a sudden you're 2 months into it and you go, wow, I'm actually getting consistent at this when I've stopped focusing on the end product. I've just said I'll just be consistent. Breath work. And that's where I found the most results. So look, will we get started? So today we're just going to go through, again, awareness of breath. What have I wrote down? Awareness of breath, deep breathing into our nose, building on our practice from the last time, our belly breathing. We'll do some pranayama breathing, just extending our breath. Just again, all the while just giving our as I said to my sister, giving the dog a different bone to chew on. Instead of tinking, we just give it the anchor of coming back to the breath, and we'll use lots of different techniques. Then we'll bring in some visualization, and we'll finish up with some gratitude and some affirmations. Debbie, how are you doing? Great, thanks for joining us. Joanne, you're out walking your dog, brilliant. Right, so look, we'll get started. Find yourself a comfortable position, whether you want to sit or stand or lie down. It's totally up to you, where you feel the most comfortable with. And let's gently close our eyes. So we're going to practice closing our eyes, but we can open them anytime. We're going to practice being still in our body. But again, we can move if we need to move. It will not take away from our practice. And then we're going to practice being still in our mind. We're aware that our thoughts will come and go, and at times we'll drift off, we'll follow them, but that's okay. We'll just come back to our breath, or we'll come back to our anchor. We won't judge ourselves, we won't criticize. We'll even bring a half smile to our face, like we would a child. Say, aha, look, you've drifted off, come on back. And we'd be compassionate to ourselves. We're going to be practicing slow, deep breaths, but whatever that is for you, you just let your breath go the way it needs to go. You don't have to keep in unison with me or anyone else. This is your practice. You do what works for you. On your next in-breath, so take a long deep breath in through your nose. Pause. And exhale through your mouth. We'll do 2 more of these. Again, deep breath in through your nose. Pause. And exhale through your mouth. Last one, long deep breath in through our nose. Pause. And exhale through our mouth. Now just let your breath find its own rhythm. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Continue that practice. Breath in through our nose. Breath out our mouth. And at any stage, if you drift off, again, just come back to your breath in through the nose and out through your mouth. That is our anchor. That is a place for us to bring our focus and our attention when we drift off, falling in thoughts or desires. These will come up. You'll have questions in your mind, conversations, but you just develop an awareness and say, I'm drifting off on my anchor. Let's just come back to my breath. Each breath we're taking into the nose and out through our mouth, we're sending signals to our nervous system to calm down. So your body will respond by being relaxed, calm, at ease. The muscles in your face, your neck, your shoulders will just become more and more relaxed on each breath. We're just focusing on the breath in, breath out. Each time you drift away, you just come back to your breath. Our breath is our anchor. And each time you become aware that you've got lost is another score for you and your awareness. So that's a point you've scored for yourself on your awareness. So give yourself credit. Breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. Now I'd like you to place your hand on your heart and the other hand on your belly. So in through our nose, out through our mouth. But can you bring your awareness now to your belly? Each breath you take in, can you fill that hand that's on the belly up? Like it's a balloon. So breath in, our hand on our belly rises. Breath out, our hand falls. Each time your attention drifts away, just come back to your awareness of the belly. And we're trying to fill that balloon up. Filling our belly with oxygen, pushing our diaphragm, opening up our ribs, filling the lungs with oxygen. Then we breathe out. Feel the rhythm of the breath. As you breathe in and breathe out, it's all happening in unison. Each breath you're feeling more and more relaxed. Your body, your mind has a sense of calm, presence, vast space of consciousness. You're in the here and now. This is where the magic happens. And every time you drift away, just come back to the here and now, to your breath, to your anchor, which is the attention on your belly. Filling that belly with oxygen. Feel the expansion, the sides, the whole rib cage filling with air. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. We're here and we're present. Now place your hands back on your lap with your palms facing to the air and your index finger and your thumbs just touching. So now we're going to time our breath. So we're going to say 4 seconds breath in through our nose and 6 seconds out. But if you can't make the 6 seconds out, just do your own thing. So just make it a little bit longer than the breath in. I will count you in for the first few and then I will leave you to it. So breath in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breath out through your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breath in through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breath out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In through through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breath out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You continue that in yourself. So in through your nose, out through your mouth, making your breath out longer than the breath in. Just becoming mindful of that, slowing your breath down. It doesn't have to be precisely 4 and 6, but just control the breath a little bit more on the way out, slowing it right down. And each time you drift away, just come back to your breath in through your nose and slowly out your mouth. You can't do this wrong. Each time bring your awareness back to your breath. Awareness of breath and presence. It's a practice. Now we're going to drop the number count, so we're just going to breath in, breath out, pause. Just a gentle pause, breath in, breath out, pause. Just bring your awareness to the space and emptiness within that pause. Again, if you drift off, just come back, breath in, breath out, pause. Feel the presence in that pause, no thoughts, the vast space of consciousness. Sense the calm and relaxation that you've brought upon your body through your breath. The messages that you're sending to your autonomic nervous system. Just to calm. We didn't tell it to calm. We sent the signals through our breath. We're sending messages that we're calm, we're okay, everything's okay. On your next breath, we're going to do some visualization. So breath in, I want you to visualize hope. Hope coming into your nose, your throat, your mind, coming down onto your chest, filling your whole body with that sense of hope. As you breathe out, breathing out peace, peace into the room, peace into your community, for your family, your friends who are near and far away. So breath in, I'm full of hope, my mind and my heart and my soul. Feel that hope radiating around your body. And as you breathe out, peace. Feel that peace leaving you and going into the room and to your family and your community. On your next breath, we're going to change the visualization and the word. So this time, I'd love you to visualize as you breathe in. I want you to breathe in love. Love coming into your eyes and your mind and your ears and your throat, come down onto your chest and your heart and your belly. Really connect with that sense of love, engulfing your body, pouring through all your veins. And as you breathe out, breathing kindness to your family and friends. Really connect with those feelings, love, kindness. Let it wash over you like a warm shower. Really connecting to that feeling. Because the language that we say, it vibrates at a subconscious level and it impacts our own psyche. Choosing love and kindness, love and kindness. Really visualize that love coming into your mind, onto your chest and heart and belly. And feel that kindness leaving you. On your next breath, bring an awareness to where you first feel the breath coming into your body as you breathe in through your nose. Is it the front of your nose or the back? Or is it the rise and fall of your chest or belly that you have an awareness to? That is our anchor, and that's available for you all the time. You want to meditate during the day, whatever you do, just bring an awareness to your breath. Breath in, breath out. I am present. I'm conscious. I now invite you to think of somebody or something that you're grateful for. Something that you can tap into, that sense of appreciation, thankfulness, gratitude. Really connect to that sense in your belly. So maybe you can tap back into it later on or tomorrow if you're not feeling so great, or you want to experience that sense of gratitude again, or start adding it into your daily practice. Focusing on what we have rather than what we don't have. Before we end our practice, we'll just say some affirmations just to remind ourselves, and I think it's very timely around now, to not identify with any of our thoughts, feelings or emotions or what's going on. We can choose to just become the watcher of it all. Step out of the veil of thought like a shower. So let's gently say some affirmations in our mind. I am not my thoughts, feelings or emotions. I am not my past or my future. I am just conscious awareness that watches it all. I am not my thoughts, feelings or emotions. I am not my past or my future. I am just conscious awareness that watches it all. And it's something to bear in mind if you're having a stressful day or negative thinking, or you're caught up in a spiral of ruminating, that you are not any of that, and you can step out and become the watcher of it. And this is something that you can develop in your practice. On your next breath, bring an aliveness to your toes, your feet, your legs, your knees, your body, bringing a sense of presence back in, coming home home to our body, or coming home to a sensation in our body, if that feels right for you. The touch of your fingers, or the taste in your mouth, just to bring a sense of the aliveness and presence to the body. Bringing you back into your here and now in the room. Maybe rub your hands down your legs or bring them together. Gently place them over your eyes so you're not startled by the light. And whenever you are ready, bring it close to your practice and open your eyes. Namaste. Thanks very much for joining me for this practice. I absolutely love it. I love the breath work. I really appreciate you guys for giving me accountability to my practice. I really appreciate you for that. Like food and water. Thanks very much, Key. You're an absolute legend. I love the love and kindness that I get from people. It's brilliant, and I'll tell you why. But this practice has been, or this group has been so beneficial to me. It keeps me on track. It really consolidates my learning and understanding of the practice. And like anything, whether it's training, nutrition, spirituality, anything that I'm involved in, I try break it down to the most simple form that I can deliver to people. I try take away, enjoy that. Thanks a lot, pal. I really appreciate your kindness over on Instagram. I try break it down to the most simple form of what's the takeaway that people can use right now. And then if you want to further your education and knowledge, you can go follow the more experienced people at it. I am just like 5-6 years now practicing meditation and learning and reading, so I'm just a novice at all this, and I'm just sharing my learning like the pranayama. I'll bring some of the pranayama techniques of breathing next week. Debbie, thanks very much. Yeah, Debbie over in Serenity of Sound, she's a pro. She's doing it a long time, and she's wonderful art class, wonderful tone of voice, lovely genuine presence. Maybe one day, Debbie, you can come on and do a session for us on my group. That'd be brilliant to collaborate with you. So this group, it's brilliant, absolutely fantastic. And so what I'll ask people is give us your feedback. I love hearing it. My sister-in-law Joanne gave me a lovely message today. She told me that a friend of hers follows the meditation group and is getting great benefit, and I was absolutely buzzing to hear that, because with online stuff, I don't know all the time if people are getting it. I don't need affirmations to make me feel good, but it's lovely to hear that people are getting a benefit. Just remind you, right, we're doing what we're meant to do, which is inspiring people to make changes in their life, and we're engaging. I'd love to join. Thanks, Debbie. So to hear that somebody's getting the benefit, because if I was doing a class and I was running it like I do in the job, I'll know if people are getting bang for their buck and they're loving it. We're here, I'm a little bit, are people, is it all going well? Is it working for you? But when Joanne sent me that message today, I was buzzing. Brilliant. Thanks, Joanne. Thanks to your friend that is following our work. I love it. And it's everything that we do in the Magic Minds Heart brand. It's inspiration. We're inspiring people to either meditate or change what you do, or question your lifestyle if it's not serving you well, or just ask yourself different and difficult questions. That's our mantra. Stories that the power comes forward through love and kindness and compassion and understanding. And I find sitting down on the mat to meditate is one of the best ways that you can develop compassion for yourself. Like if you sat there, or you're sitting now listening to me, watch yourself. How often do you go off? You drift off and you just say, no, Mary or Larry or Johnny, just come back, it's okay. But if you sit on off, for fuck, Jay, look, you can't even see it. That's not being compassionate to yourself. So I've often sat down when I used to meditate, I'd have an internal terrorist in my mind. Now I just sit and I watch. And even when I'm in conversation with people, I watch myself drift off. And I'll just say, nah, come on back. You're meant to be listening to this person. Or if I'm getting irritated, I go, look at you getting irritated. And that's through the practice. That's through the practice of becoming the watcher, becoming conscious of your thoughts and your behaviours and your mind. And that, again, like we said earlier, is practice. You don't become a footballer, a dancer, or a chef, or a tennis player by just jumping to the end. You know, you have to practice, I think. So look, have a fantastic evening. As always, mind your little self. Please share our work, invite people onto the group, give us your likes, hit the love hearts, let us know what you think. I really, really appreciate your love and kindness that you all send me. Namaste, Instagram, Facebook, love you loads. Take care, bye bye.